Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day. In a story we've been covering, a body has been recovered following an apparent drowning at the Boonesboro. Plus, the Berea Police Department remembers one of their own, and Michael Watkins tells us how to support a local organization. We've got the details on that, plus a look at weather with Todd and your sports report with Michael Watkins. That is all coming up here today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, it's a story we've been following here live at 5. The Madison County Coroner has now identified the victim of an apparent drowning at Boonesboro Beach. 16-year-old Damian Chamberlain of Houston, Texas, was pronounced dead at 5:45 Wednesday after his body was recovered from the Kentucky River. The search for the missing juvenile at Boonesboro Beach began on Tuesday afternoon after it was reported the teen had gone underwater and not resurfaced. The search and rescue effort, which involved multiple agencies and canine units, transitioned to a recovery effort Wednesday morning. Divers from the Lexington Fire Department also aided in that search. Officials say there are no swimming signs posted at the beach, although it is open to the public. Crews spent hours searching the water with sonar and underwater cameras, which also combing the shoreline. Chamberlain's body was transported to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. This is an ongoing story. Of course, we'll have more as it becomes available right here live at 5. Over to Berea, as members of the Berea Fire Department shared their thoughts today, marking the loss of a great leader, mentor, professional, and friend. Danny Brewer served Berea for over 20 years before retiring from the police department and returning as a safety officer. But service to Danny meant so much more than just coming in and filling a role. Danny worked his way up the ranks of a patrol officer, field training officer, sergeant lieutenant, detective captain, and interim police chief. But it was his influence on other members of the department and members of the community that made a lasting impact. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends of Danny Brewer in this difficult time. He has to please remember us as agency as we attempt to process this great loss. We are thankful for the many memories and experiences we got to share with such a professional and loved person. You will be missed. That was from the Berea Police Department. Brewer passed away last night from a medical emergency. His arrangements are incomplete at this time. Well, one of the many great local organizations we have right here in Madison County is CASA. This group looks out for more than 400 abused and neglected kids in the county and tries to provide them with support. One of the ways they do that is by fundraising, and their biggest fundraiser of the year is just a few weeks away. With a preview, WBON TV's Michael Watkins got the details.
CASA of Madison and Clark counties is gearing up to host their 5th annual Superhero Gala on August 3rd to be held at the EKU Center for the Arts. This is a formal event geared to help raise money for CASA, which stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and they advocate for abused and neglected children in the family court system. Victoria Benz is the director of CASA and tells WBON TV about what the money from the gala goes to support.
All of this money raised goes directly to providing more kids that are abused and neglected with advocates and a voice in the courtroom and someone just there for them that they have. So our slogan is all children need heroes, but abused and neglected children need superheroes. Okay. So it's all superhero themed, but please don't wear your superhero costumes. We have superheroes that come dressed up, and everything is tailored to superheroes, but it's a formal event.
The event is for ages 21 and older, but during the gala, they go above and beyond to highlight the children that they are there to help serve and raise money for.
So on each table, there's a story about one of our kids, and it's a real kid, right, about their story and what CASA has done for them. Tickets are on our website, and our website is madisoncasa.org, okay. Or they can call the office here, and we can figure that out. But we also need people that just care about CASA and care about these kids. Last year in Madison County, there was about 400 kids that were abused and neglected. And we are only serving about 100 of those. So we need more people to step up and be a voice for these kids. So I encourage people to learn more about what CASA does, come to the Superhero Gala, and get involved and be a volunteer any which way.
This formal event will include speakers, heavy hors d'oeuvres, a photo booth, a live painter, a DJ, and a silent and live auction. All proceeds will go directly back to ensuring abused and neglected children in Madison and Clark counties have a safe and permanent home.
Tickets are $125 person, and I don't give discounts for tables. So a table of 8 is $1,000, and we have sold out. So this is our 5th year. We have sold out all 4 years prior. I anticipate we will sell out again this year. So please don't wait till the last minute because I can't fit you in. But it is a really fun time, and we have a lot of fun.
You can follow along with CASA by liking their Facebook page, CASA of Madison and Clark counties, and hurry to get those tickets for the upcoming gala on August 3rd before they are sold out. For WBON TV 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, the Kentucky League of Cities awarded the city of Berea a 2024 safety grant. This program helps member cities strengthen safety measures and reduce risks. The grant provided Berea with essential funding to buy personal protective equipment for various departments. This includes hard hats and eye and ear protection, specifically for the police department's shooting range, significantly improving safety measures there. The Kentucky League of Cities offers a wide variety of resources for its members, including insurance, safety programs, employee benefits programs, legislative advocacy, financial and legal services, training and development programs, and community development assistance. In addition to the safety grants, the Kentucky League of Cities offers a comprehensive suite of resources to support Kentucky's cities and their communities. Well, moving over to Garrett County, residents there are voicing their concerns over a dangerous intersection. US 27 and Rogers Road has been the scene of multiple fatal crashes at this intersection this year, with 3 people losing their lives just since April the 1st of 2024. Residents are extremely concerned about the safety of the intersection, referring to it as a deadly area. Now locals are calling for action, including improvements to the intersection and a possible increase in law enforcement presence. In response to these concerns, Glendon Baker, a magistrate for District 3 in northern Garrett County, is working with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to design a safer plan for the intersection. To expedite construction, they are applying for a federal funding. If approved, construction could start as early as the fall of 2024. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Todd in with the weather in just a minute. A much nicer day out there. Todd's up next.
Hey y'all, it's Josh
and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
You know, those giant law firms love to brag about how many billions they've won. But what's important to us is winning the support of our Kentucky community and fighting for justice for our clients.
We are grateful you voted us Best Law Firm in the 2024 Smiley Pete Best of Lexington contest. At Hicks & Funson, you're more than a dollar sign and more than just a number.
So if you've been injured and you prefer local instead of large, call 859-777-7000 or visit honestfearless.com.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A much nicer day outside, cooler, less humid. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to let us know how long these great conditions are just going to stick around.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Yeah, it was a pretty nice day, and it looks like tomorrow should be equally nice, maybe even a little bit better. But heading into the weekend, some spotty showers and thunderstorms will develop, and then trending even wetter into next week. Here's a look at our radar and satellite from today. A frontal boundary drifting to the south, taking those showers and storms along with it, and then some drier and, of course, some cooler weather behind that. So that's what we've been enjoying here today. This evening, temperatures falling from the 70s down into the 60s. By early tomorrow morning, we may be into the upper 50s in some communities. But overall, a very nice Friday on tap. Some spotty weekend storms, and then trending wetter, as I mentioned, next week. The dew points are still fairly comfortable, but then they do creep back into the mid and even upper 60s in early next week when that rain chance starts to move back in. So definitely more humid at that point. Most of the day Friday is just fine. Friday night is when we could have a couple of showers, mainly into early Saturday morning, and then just a couple of stray showers and storms both Saturday into Sunday afternoon. I wouldn't cancel any plans by any means. Again, just a few pop-up ones, but next week, here comes that rain starting to build in from the south, and during that time period, because of the rain, our temperatures may be a little bit cooler because of that. So for tonight, as we take a look, you can see things quieting down, looking at some generally clear conditions as we start off Friday, other than some patchy clouds. And as I mentioned, most of the day is dry, but then as we head into Friday night, might start to see a couple of those showers move in from the south, and then just some isolated stuff Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So we'll wake up to the near 60-degree mark tomorrow morning. Again, maybe a stray shower late off to the south. Again, the threat for that is very minimal. Again, temperatures will be slightly below average into the 80s here for the next few days. Isolated storms Saturday to Sunday, but Gwendolyn, that rain chance is really increasing next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for Weather All the Time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out the Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, police in Lincoln County are asking for the public's help with a fire investigation. This past Sunday in Stanford, a camper on Pettis Court reportedly caught fire. According to officials, while the camper received severe damage, no one was injured in the fire. This is all that we know at this time. If anyone has any further information regarding the incident, you are asked to contact the Lincoln County Police. That phone number 606-365-2696. Lexington police are investigating an alleged armed robbery that occurred yesterday morning. According to authorities, officers were dispatched to the 1800 block of Augusta Drive in response to a robbery report. At the scene, a man told police that two people had stolen 2 mopeds from him after brandishing a gun. Fortunately, no one was injured during the crime. That's all we know about the incident at this time. If you have any information on this investigation, you're asked to contact the Lexington Police Department, 258-3600. You can also always submit an anonymous tip to the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. You can call 859-253-2020, or you can always go online at www.bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Governor Andy Beshear has endorsed the Biden administration's push to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. On Wednesday, Beshear called the proposal a significant common sense step forward, particularly for those in serious medical conditions. In a letter to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, Governor Beshear emphasized that the jury is no longer out on marijuana. It has medical uses and is currently being used for medical purposes. He highlighted that this recognition is overwhelming and bipartisan. 2 months ago, the Justice Department moved to reclassify marijuana in a historic shift in American drug policy. If approved, marijuana would be reclassified from a Schedule I drug, which includes such other drugs as heroin and LSD, to a Schedule III substance alongside drugs like ketamine and other anabolic steroids. This change would not legalize marijuana for recreational use, but would acknowledge its medical benefits. Governor Beshear's letter underscored marijuana's medical uses, especially with Kentucky's medical cannabis program set to begin January 1st. The state legalized medical cannabis in 2023 for people suffering from a range of debilitating illnesses. Since then, Beshear's administration has been working to establish program regulations. Governor Beshear highlighted the urgency of the change, noting that from 2012 to 2016, more than 5,800 Kentuckians died from opioid abuse. In Fayette County, 2 shootings that occurred yesterday in Lexington are under investigation. Police responded to the first shooting on Ohio Street at around 2 p.m. At the scene, they found a male victim suffering from a gunshot wound and sent him to the hospital. That second shooting reportedly occurred at the 700 block of Hill Rise Court. That was around 9:30 last night. Police were dispatched to the scene of the crime in response to reports of a shooting involving a victim. When they arrived, they found, like the previous shooting, a man suffering from a gunshot wound. He was sent to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Both shootings are undergoing investigation. Police ask that if anyone has any information concerning the cases, to please call the Lexington Police, 859-258-3600. You can also always leave an anonymous tip at the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers at their phone number or at their website. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins up with the latest sports report that's coming up next here live at 5.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9. Where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Today in the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, we look back at another segment from Monday's sports show where Michael and Samantha spoke with two Madison Central football players. Over the weekend, the team hosted a football camp that was led by former NFL player and former Madison Southern Eagle, Damian Harris. Bryant Mathis and Nathan Ogle were two of the players who joined the show to recap an exciting camp with Harris.
It was a really well organized camp. There's a lot of little kids, just all running around playing football. So I really enjoyed it, really being there. It was cool to see him and the success he's had. I've really looked up to him, watch his highlights and stuff in college, NFL. So, he's a guy you definitely want to look up to and stuff.
Yeah, I think one thing that I remember about Damian in high school was the speed that he played with. I mean, he was a powerful runner, but if he got any kind of open space, you were not going to catch him. So, Nathan, talk about your experience from the weekend.
Yeah, it was definitely a privilege to be out there and, be a part of the camp for him and, him and the legendary Coach Smoot camp. But, yeah, it was fun helping the kids. It's all about them, getting them out there and, having fun at the end of the day. Maybe they can take something and learn from it. Didn't get to talk with him a whole lot, but he brought a couple other players, so it was cool to see them. And he brought his fullback, he was telling us, so it was really good to be a part of all that.
And this was for his Heart of Harris Foundation, hoping to bring the skills, not just football skills, but life skills to his, starting out here in our community, but he's going to take it,
all over the Kentucky and all over the country, I believe. And, for Damon, very busy time for him. He just had a kid, I think, over the last, 5 or 6 months. So, becoming a new dad and just, now life without playing football, but still teaching the game of football. And I think that's pretty cool.
How was it for you guys, too? I mean, it's not every day you guys are out there playing around with 8-year-olds,
no, it's
12-year-olds.
Definitely a different experience when you're, instead of playing on the field every day to working. We all had groups of kids we were kind of with and over and helping go to each station, stuff like that. So
teaching basics, right?
Yeah, just teaching them
fundamentals.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nathan, what was it like for you? Do you have any younger siblings or cousins that you're around? Any that can help you prepare?
I'm kind of the youngest.
Okay.
But I mean, it was definitely good to be around the younger kids, kind of show them a role model kind of example. Because a lot of these kids are going to look up and want to be, high school football players one day. So it's good for them to see kind of how we do things, how we do it, kind of look up to us, and just kind of how we do things.
Well, you guys have played football for a long time. And here in Kentucky, I mean, the heat that we've had this summer has been unlike anything that we've had before. So as players, what has it been like, just trying to keep yourself hydrated and going through the summer practice, spring, summer ball, and now kind of getting ready for your all seasons? It's right around the corner as well.
Yeah, about to start. It's been, it's been definitely more work and intense, just keeping your body healthy, stuff like that. Make sure you're hydrated, eating what you need to eat. Not staying late, getting good sleep, just so you're recovering. That's been a big part of it, is all the recovery stuff we've been doing. Yeah. Extra.
Nathan?
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of getting accumulated to the weather and stuff, because even we have a couple of 7-on-7 soon, it's going to be hot then. So I'd rather, be in the weather now and be used to it when the time comes so that we can be ready for that.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up here, Live at 5.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBONTV.com, and click the over-the-air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBONTV.com.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass of Lexington, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5. I have a couple of traffic notes to tell you about. If you're going to be traveling on Kentucky 461 in Pulaski County, you need to be aware of some upcoming lane closures. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says that resurfacing work will begin on Monday, that's July 22nd. You can expect delays between Buck Creek Bridge, that's mile marker 4, and the Pulaski-Rockcastle County line, that's mile marker 8.6. For the next 2 weeks, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet reminds drivers to always be cautious in work zones and use safe driving habits. They also advise planning for extra travel time due to expected delays. Also, keep in mind, heads up for drivers who use the Mountain Parkway. Exit 33 in Slade County in Slade and Powell County, August 4th, there's going to be brief closures on the ramps that are connecting the parkway with Kentucky 11. The closures are necessary for repairs to the overhead cable and will run about 8 to 10 a.m. Law enforcement will be on hand to manage traffic flow, and the signs will be posted to alert drivers. If you need to travel through the area on Sunday morning, consider using alternate routes. You can detour through exit 22 in Stanton and exit 33 at Slade via Kentucky 213 and then Kentucky 11, Kentucky 15. This will help to avoid any delays that will be caused by those ramp closures. We'll remind you about that one a little closer to the time that Pulaski County is coming up on Monday. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon, and of course, I will see you tomorrow live at 5.